Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we're going to be discussing, has COD World War II on Game Pass and PC Pass been a huge fail or a huge success? Now, I think this is going to be a controversial one, and we're going to discuss this more in a second. But you guys let me know down below, do you think Call of Duty World War II has been a huge success being added to Game Pass and PC Pass? Or do you think it's been a huge fail with some of the things that, of course, have happened? I do think most of this is going to depend on what platform you have been playing on, whether it be through the PC Pass, if you can. Obviously, at the moment, you can't, but we'll discuss that more in a second. But yes, Call of Duty World War II has now been on the PC Pass and Game Pass for 2 weeks now. Kind of, anyway. Okay, it's been on the 2 weeks on Xbox. On PC, a little bit of a different story. And again, we'll talk about that more in a second. But I want to kind of talk about my experiences, what I've noticed, what I've seen since Call of Duty World War II has been added to the Game Pass and has been available on Xbox. I have been playing through Xbox Series X, so I'm kind of going to talk about my experience in that way. And then you guys can share down below in the comments your experiences, whether you've been on PC and kind of what's been going on there yourself as well. If you've been on Xbox and having the same, experience I have, let me know down below. I'm interested to see the answers on this one because obviously this release has been a bit of a controversial one with how it's been going down. But for me, in the 2 weeks that I've managed to play, it has been, I'd say, an overall success. If you're on Xbox, the player base is alive, the game is thriving. I did have my issues, which I have now managed to resolve. I did find out what my issue was that didn't allow me to play Call of Duty World War II and have to randomly reset my Xbox and this, that, and the other. I found out what my issue was. I found out what the fix was to actually get Game Pass to work and allow me to play Call of Duty World War II and not have any issues getting onto Xbox Live servers. But if you guys are having those issues, let me know down below and let me know if you'll still continue to have those issues. I do know the fix for this. I know how to fix this, and if you guys want the fix, then let me know down below and I will let you guys know what it is. So it was a little bit frustrating in that regard that I had to kind of do a little bit of a work around and find out what was going on, why I couldn't access Call of Duty World War II after the initial day. But since then, I've been able to go on, I've been able to play it, and I've had no issues logging in, playing, and just enjoying the game. And the best thing about it, it's not just like game modes like TDM that have been revived, your standard game modes, like the war game mode's been alive, it's been easy to find lobbies, even the HQ's been popping. So many great things have happened since Call of Duty World War II has been added to Game Pass, at least on Xbox, okay? I am talking through an Xbox perspective here. I have massively enjoyed it. The game feels clean, the servers run fine, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've enjoyed playing Call of Duty World War II far much more than Black Ops 6. Now, I know that's more going to sound controversial to some of you, but for a game this old to still be as playable as it is now, just through simply having people have more access to the game and not having to pay £60 to get access to it, and just simply having a Game Pass subscription to get access to the game, has been incredible. And this shows that this can do wonders for other Call of Duties in the future. The games like Black Ops 2, for instance, Black Ops 1, you name it, it's going to be amazing when those games are added to Game Pass, because it is quite clear that it does boost those games. It does boost old Call of Duty games and help revive the player bases like we hoped Game Pass would do. So it's a big tick in that regard. But the only thing that is going to be a negative, and so far it hasn't become an issue on Xbox, mainly because probably it isn't that easy to hack and stuff, is the vulnerability of these old games. And I think we can say that more with everything that has happened on PC. So let's talk about everything that's gone on with PC. As far as I am aware, right now on PC, it has completely been delisted off the Microsoft Store. So if you're on PC, you can still play Call of Duty World War II, but only through the Steam client, which you won't get access through having, obviously, the PC Pass. It has to be the game version from the Microsoft Store, and you use your PC Pass to obviously download it from the Microsoft Store and play through that way. But you can't do that. It has been delisted and is no longer available on the PC Game Pass, and has been for a little while now. There is still no clear fix. There is still no clear news on this, and when I get the news, I will share with you guys who are on PC as to what is going on. But right now, there is nothing. There is no access to the PC version of Call of Duty World War II through the Microsoft Store. It has completely been delisted. And if you do have the game installed when you were able to install it through the Microsoft Store, through the use of your PC Pass, when you attempt to launch the PC Game Pass license of the Call of Duty World War II, it will prompt you to log into an account that owns the game. Opening the game store page will show a not available button over the previous buy now button. So right now, with the RCE exploit, which of course allowed people, which is the big issue, right? This is what's happened with PC, is the fact that people can gain access to your computer whilst you are playing. You don't even have to be in the same lobby. You just had to be online. That's how scary this was. Huge. This was really, really bad. Like, this is exponentially bad. If this had happened on Xbox, put it this way, we'd be seeing much more of an uproar. I think just because it's on PC, we're not seeing as much uproar as we should do. And I do think there are probably people out there maybe looking at lawsuits now, because this is big. Like, people have definitely had their PCs hacked and stuff, you know, notepads open on the screen, done this, that, and the other. This was a huge exploit, which was really poor from Activision's side and really poor from Microsoft's side to allow this to even be possible. And apparently this was possible through possibly Activision's fault. Apparently Activision released a Call of Duty World War II version of the game, so the whole, you know, update and everything, a version of the game that allowed this exploit to be possible when it shouldn't have. And I don't know what's going on at the moment. The problem is we don't have any clear information from Microsoft. Microsoft haven't even said that this issue exists. They haven't explained that this issue exists. They haven't told people who do have PC Pass and who were playing Call of Duty World War II why they no longer have access to the game, why they can no longer get the game. Anyone looking to get the game now can't get it. And this is really poor, especially as some people will have gone out there to buy PC Pass for that month probably to try Call of Duty World War II. And, well, if you did that, yeah, okay, you still have access to other games, but you might have got the PC Pass specifically for that month to play Call of Duty World War II and see what it's like, and then see whether it's worth continuing to, you know, use your subscription and buy another month or a year or whatever it may be of PC Pass. Most likely, most of you are going to cancel that, or you choose not to. Realistically, most people should be getting refunded. That's the way I see it. If you specifically bought the PC Pass to do that, I think you should be getting the refund for that. But will Microsoft be doing that? Probably not. As far as I'm aware, they just have not shared any information other than Call of Duty updates page saying that the PC version of Call of Duty World War II on the Microsoft Store is not accessible and is offline. And again, you can't even install it now. Like, it is completely unavailable, probably to stop people from further being exposed to the exploit of people being able to take over your PC and stuff. But if you're on PC, I can't imagine you would say and agree that Call of Duty World War II on PC Pass / Game Pass has been a huge success. And this is where it's kind of, has it been a huge failure? Because this does leave it open to now what happens in the future with older Call of Duty games. Will older Call of Duty games just be released onto Game Pass and PC Pass with possible exploits and issues? Will Microsoft be more careful in the future? Will Call of Duty World War II even come back to the PC Pass? We don't know. We have no information. They've been very quiet about it, sort of sweeping it under the rug. And there is a chance, and I have seen people saying, and I do believe this could happen, that they might never add Call of Duty World War II back to the PC Pass version of the game, because the devs who originally made Call of Duty World War II probably don't work for Sledgehammer anymore, so they can't go back and fix these exploits. Microsoft just might not bother because it's such an old game. Same with Activision, they might not bother just because it's using resources to fix an old game. And as much as they should, they absolutely should. I'm not trying to give them any excuse or reason to not do it, because they put it on the Game Pass, they put it on the PC Pass. It should be playable for anyone and everyone that had a subscription and had access to the game to be able to play and download that game and enjoy that game. So they should be working on doing this and using the result. Even if it costs them money, like, that's their problem. That's their fault. That's their issue. If they wanted it to be on there and they put it on there and it don't work, then that's on them. But I want you guys to let me know down below, what do you think? I think it has been a success in a way, but that's mainly because of my experience on Xbox. But with the issues that have happened on PC, is this also a failure at the same time? It's a mixed bag here. And is this a scary thing for the future? Are we just going to have old CODs released without any sort of security checks, just hopes that they work, and if they don't, they're just going to delist them? You guys let me know down below what your thoughts and feelings, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe and notifications on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye!